Welcome to Autocar India Quick News. With another week past us, here is a quick recap of all the latest happenings across the automotive world. But before we begin, make sure you hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon to stay notified with all the latest happenings around the automotive world. Hyundai has unveiled the new Tucson in India. Just like the monsoon, SUV launches don't seem to slow down. And this time around, Hyundai has unveiled its 4th generation Tucson. It is set to be launched in the market on August 4. Therefore, the prices are not out yet, but the bookings will start in the coming days. The new Tucson sports Hyundai's new sensual sportiness design language with some bold character lines and details. At the front, it gets the jeweled-like dark chrome parametric grille with neatly integrated LED DRLs that merge seamlessly. The LED headlights are tucked away in a sharply contoured bumper underneath. The side features cuts, creases and a generous amount of plastic cladding, and the squared-off wheel arches that house the 18-inch dual-tone alloys. All this together gives the Tucson a very distinctive look. The rear features a dual T-shaped LED taillight arrangement with the main lights connected via an LED light bar. The rear wiper is neatly tucked away under the roof spoiler and helps give the tail a cleaner look. Interestingly, India gets the Tucson in long wheelbase form. In all, the new Tucson is 150mm longer than its predecessor with an additional 85mm of wheelbase. Inside too, the Tucson is very different to the current model. The dashboard ditches most physical buttons for touch panels that help lend the dashboard a more minimalist look. The center console has a floating design and houses a new 10.25-inch touchscreen infotainment coupled with another freestanding 10.25 inches digital driver's display. In terms of features, the Tucson gets BlueLink connected car tech with over-the-air updates, voice commands, Alexa and Google Assistant, wireless smartphone charging, a panoramic sunroof, heated and ventilated seats, 64-color ambient lighting. The Tucson is also the first Hyundai in India with Level 2 ADAS tech. The system includes functions like forward collision warning, blind spot assist, lane keep assist, rear cross traffic alert and more. In terms of safety, Tucson gets 6 airbags, front and rear parking sensors, ESC, hill descent control and all-wheel disc brakes. The Tucson will be powered by a 2-liter petrol and diesel engines. The 4-cylinder naturally aspirated petrol unit on offer churns out 156 horsepower and 192 Nm of peak torque and will be offered with a 6-speed automatic gearbox. The turbo diesel engine offers more in terms of power by producing 186 horsepower and 416 Nm of peak torque. It also comes mated to a 8-speed automatic gearbox. The Tucson will also be available with an all-wheel drive system with multi-terrain modes like snow, mud and sand. Audi has launched its flagship sedan, the A8 L in India. The A8 L is available in 2 trims, Celebration and Technology, with the prices starting at 1.29 crore rupees for the Celebration trim. The Technology trim is on offer from 1.57 crore rupees. The facelift brings in a generous dose of chrome across the front end and a new mesh pattern grille with more angled air intakes near the fog lamp housing. The facelift features sharp cut LED lights with digital matrix LED tech on the Technology version. The digital matrix LED headlights comprise of 1.3 million micro mirrors that adjust for a finer control of the light beam. OLED taillights with 2 lighting signatures are new too. The interior is familiar with no change to the twin touchscreen dashboard layout. While the Celebration Edition is on offer solely in 5-seat configuration, the Technology gets the option of 4-seat executive seating that packs in greater adjustability and a foot massager for the boss seat. Also part of the update is an enhanced rear seat entertainment package. A 23-speaker Bang & Olufsen sound system is on offer too. And buyers can customize the look of the interior with an array of choices of upholstery, wood and inlay colors. Also available as an option is the predictive air suspension, which scans the road ahead and adjusts the damping for max comfort. With predictive air suspension, the A8 can also be configured to raise the car by 50mm for easy ingress and egress. As before, the A8L is on offer with a 3-liter turbo petrol V6 engine that produces 340 horsepower and 500 Nm of torque. The engine is mated to an 8-speed gearbox. Tata has shaken up things in its Nexon lineup. The new XM Plus S trim replaces the XZ trim and packs in a few additional features from the higher XZ Plus trim. The new XM Plus trim costs an additional 10,000 to 33,000 rupees more than the outgoing XZ trim. Unlike the previous XZ trim, the XM Plus S is available with an option of an AMT gearbox for petrol and diesel engines. The feature set includes a 7-inch touchscreen Harman infotainment system with Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, along with a cool glove box, rear AC vents, and a 12-volt rear power socket and a shark fin antenna. Tata has renamed the 30.2 kWh battery Nexon EV as the Nexon EV Prime. The change in name comes along with a few more features and a Rs 45,000 price increase. Key inclusions on the Nexon EV Prime is 4-level regenerative braking, a feature that debuted on the EV Max earlier. The key benefit in real-world driving is better driving range, though Tata Motors has not announced any change in the official figure of 312 km. Other feature additions include cruise control and a tire pressure monitoring system linked via a smartphone app and smartwatch integrated connectivity features. Interestingly, Tata Motors has announced that the existing Nexon EV owners can get the new features free of cost via a software update. We were the first ones to tell you of MG's secret plan to bring in a micro EV to India. And now we have the images of its interior. In case you missed it, the MG EV in question is a 2.9-meter long, 4-seater, 2-door car. The model will be pitched as an urban commuter and is expected to debut at the 2023 Auto Expo. While the EV will be MG's most affordable electric vehicle in India, it will not be a bare-bones model. Images show a contoured, minimalist dual-tone dashboard with a prominent glass slab that houses two 10.25-inch screens, one for the infotainment and the other for the instruments. The central console doesn't extend to the dash and there's no transmission tunnel either, suggesting an airy cabin despite the tiny footprint. As mentioned, the EV will have 4 seats with access to the rear seats via the side doors. While final specs for India are not known yet, MG's EV would likely be offered with a claimed range of about 200 kilometers. An extended range version is also offered in markets abroad with 300 kilometers of range. The model is expected to be offered in 40 horsepower and 67 horsepower forms. Now shifting focus to two-wheelers. BMW has launched the new G310RR in India. BMW has launched its G310RR sports bike in India. Essentially, BMW's version of partner TVS's Apache RR310, the G310RR costs 20,000 more than its TVS sibling. The G310RR comes in two variants, with the standard version's pricing starting at 2.85 lakh rupees and the BMW HP liveried style sports variant's price starting at 2.99 lakh rupees ex-showroom. The only difference between the two models is the BMW livery style paint scheme. G310RR shares all its underpinnings with TVS Apache RR310. In look too, there's a lot common between the two models, such as the shark-inspired design with all LED illumination and a TFT display, albeit with a different set of BMW graphics. Based on a trellis frame, the BMW also sports a USD fork rear monoshock suspension setup, but BMW isn't offering the option of adjustable suspension as is available on the TVS. Rather, only adjustable bit is the rear preload. Surprisingly, the BMW also gets the rather average Michelin Pilot Street tires, while the Apache sports the more capable Michelin Road 5Ss. In terms of features, BMW gets the same 4 riding modes: track, sport, urban and rain, as seen on the TVS, and it also has dual-channel ABS with different levels of intervention based on the riding mode. However, the BMW has no Bluetooth connectivity option, whilst TVS gets it as standard. The bike is powered by a familiar single-cylinder 312.2cc engine that produces 34 horsepower and 27 Nm of torque and comes mated to a 6-speed gearbox with a slip and assist clutch. The power outputs are lowered in urban and rain driving modes. What do you think about the BMW G310RR? Let us know in the comment section below. Hero has introduced a rally kit for its XPulse 200 4V. The optional rally kit has been launched for 46,000 rupees and it features some serious off-roading components. The kit includes a preload adjustable cartridge-style fork with 250mm of travel at the front and a new preload adjustable rear monoshock that has 220mm of travel. With the reed-end suspension, the ride height increases to 275mm compared to the standard model's 220mm. The kit also features Sports Maxxis tires with a block-shaped tread pattern to improve traction in off-road situations. In terms of ergonomics, the bench-style seat is also flatter and significantly taller with an extended gear lever for better control. The Rally kit does not see any other mechanical changes and continues to be powered by the same 199.6cc single-cylinder air and oil-cooled engine, which produces 19.1 horsepower and 17.35 Nm of torque. It comes mated to a 5-speed gearbox.
That's all the news we have this week.
Thank you so much for watching.